state's recommendation is for Sadif. He did not expect to be taken into custody today. I told him I would ask you that if he was to agree with that, whether you would give him some time to turn himself in for Sadif.
Well, here's my question. If he's UA today, what is the result gonna be?
We're up here.
Right in the middle.
The judge did your analysis test today. Are you going to be dirty for anything?
Yes,
What?
marijuana,
And what else?
that's it.
Okay. I mean, he'll be taken into custody today if that's the agreement.
Okay, well, again, then, I guess then at this point, I'd ask the court to consider recalling it for a week. He just needs some time to he's working. Where are you working?
Skylights over Texas, off 281 in Tacoma.
Skylights over Texas? And you're working there full time?
Let me see his file.
And so he's asking if he could have some time to work a little more, leave some money with the family before he goes. That's basically what it comes down to, Judge.
All right. I want a UA. So is it just gonna be marijuana?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you need any water?
Yeah, I am thirsty. Yeah.
But no, do you need a
And
water
Be able to
before?
go to the bathroom so you can submit a sample is what she means.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, you're gonna remain in the courtroom. We'll give you some water. And you're gonna do a UA.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. All right, have a seat for now. Oh, okay. You're not going into that right now, don't worry.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna wait for his UA. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 4352, State of Texas versus Johnny Armando Limon Jr. Can I have parties and ask for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state yard.
Robert Burns for Mr. Limon.
Are you Mr. Limon?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilty and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, off the record, why does this have 144th District Court on it? Was this transferred?
It was transferred to us.
That was another thing, Judge. We had filed a motion to set bail and Judge Mary told me specifically that he was gonna look at it when he got back from lunch and set the bail. We already had it agreed with the state in the 144th, and the next thing I knew, it got transferred over here.
All right. All right, we're back on the record. So you're the same Johnny Armando Limon Jr. who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 4352 for the offense of possession of controlled substance coming from blood less than 1 gram on August 1st, 2023. I'm sorry, August 1st, 2023 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 26th day of September 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Johnny Armando Limon Jr., did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Is it true or not true that you failed to submit to that testing in September?
September. I think it's true.
Well, it's not, I think either it's true or it's not true.
It's true.
All right. State.
Your Honor, we waive the other motion, or I'm sorry, violations alleged in the motion.
We have no objection.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yeah.
That's either yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Your Honor, we're asking that you amend conditions for Sadif and issue a judge's warrant for the TAP to be completed while in custody.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we'd obviously like to have him continued without Sadif or at least have the TAP done first. He was in jail for quite some time. I'm not sure why they didn't get a TAP done then, but If it would, if you would be willing, we'd like to see if we can get that done and find out if SATF's really necessary. But if not, if you're gonna oppose SATF, we'd like him to have some time again. He's working at Skylights of San Antonio to make some money so that he can leave with his family before he has to go into SATF.
All right, how long before the TAP evaluation is completed in custody?
In custody, judge, it can take up to 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, you have a choice. I can deny the motion of alternate conditions. You're going to be taken into custody today. You'll have the TAP evaluation in custody and we'll see what TAP recommends. And if you want to have him brought back where we can discuss TAP recommendations, if TAP recommends inpatient treatment and you're not in agreement with that, we can have a discussion over that.
All right,
Or if you want, with regards to the new number 1 cases, what is the status of those?
Those are really new, Judge. All we have is a police report. I don't have any. Police report refers to at least 1 supplement, so we don't even have all the reports yet, and I haven't looked at any of the body cam or dash cam. So at this point, I'm not ready to. It's alleged that there were a lot of drugs, but there might be some problems with the case too. So I'm just not ready at this time to TIC them into this, Judge.
All right,
And I
well,
would
what I
add,
can
Jeff-
tell you all is safety or whatever, they're not going to accept him with pending cases.
Judge, I'd like to add, first of all, those cases aren't even filed yet. They're
Okay.
not in the system at all. Second of all, I called Mr. Anderson and he says that he can absolutely send somebody to SATF with open cases and just reset them for after he gets out of SATF.
No.
That's what Mr. Anderson, Chief of Probation, says.
No, we have people that have been held in custody and they're not being transferred for inpatient treatment because they have open cases. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to deny the motion, alternate conditions to include a TAP evaluation while in custody. And he's to remain in custody until TAP evaluation is completed. And then I'm going to do a 60-day jail sanction. And let me just tell you all the reason why I'm doing that. You're not necessarily going to be in there for the 60 days, but I want to see what the TAP evaluation says. Then we'll bring you back over from custody. And if the TAP evaluation is recommending inpatient treatment, you'll have a chance to say, I don't think he should be in inpatient treatment, and this is why. But if I don't do the 60 days, what's going to end up happening, you'll do the TAP evaluation, then you will be released, and then something else may end up happening. So,
Judge, if I may, just to be clear for Mr. Lamone's sake, you will not consider leaving him out to do his TAP evaluation.
no. Okay. If he would like. I've already made my sentence, but if he would like, I will, I could revoke him. If he wants that option.
We had talked about that, but as I told him, the minimum of six months with no good time, other than if you were to find him eligible to participate in programs and he did so.
And I just got my job back. I was trying to get money while I'm on GPS, the monitor. I was trying to do good. I ain't trying to get locked back up again. I just recently got out a couple weeks ago.
Probation.
I ain't trying to get back in there.
Your Honor, I was reviewing the file briefly. This new to our court, so I didn't have an opportunity to really look over it. It appears that he was reporting as needed. Every month he reported. There was in November a failure to report, but I realized that I think that's right when he got arrested, so he wasn't able to report in November. He showed up for his court visit last month. I'm not opposed. The only thing with us doing the TAP out of custody is that we don't have the available, it's like months later. So that's where the issue comes with as far as getting the TAP done, like quickly. So that's where we are.
For the record, Judge, I mean, I would argue that it's not really fair to him that there are limitations to the system for people out of custody getting taps.
However,
sorry.
there was a TAP evaluation that was scheduled based on court summary on November the 15th. And he failed to do that one.
Wasn't he in custody?
So he was in custody
2 days later.
2 days, yeah, later.
Or did you not show up for that?
Was that before I got locked up?
Yeah,
They're
2
saying
days.
it was 2 days before you got
If it was
locked up.
scheduled on the 15th, this report is from the 17th.
All right. So I'm asking someone to do this TAP for evaluation for you in 2 weeks. If you don't show All right, nobody informed me that he was on GPS. So. I know we get stuff, we get stuff transferred from other courts and. So this is what is gonna end up happening. I'll deny the motion, alter many conditions to include a TAP evaluation. That's gonna take place out of custody. It's gonna take place on January 17th at 10 a.m. If you miss that appointment, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's gonna be scheduled on January 17th, and he's to report to court on January 18th. And so the TAP evaluation out of custody, and it will be follow TAP recommendations. And if TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we can have a discussion about that on the 18th. So you have 2 dates to remember. It's January 17th at 10 a.m. You're scheduled for your TAP evaluation. That TAP evaluation is not taking place in this court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you're gonna report back to this court on January 18th. If you miss any of those appointments, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else from either side?
No, you're.
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. Norma, we'll be back on Monday.
Johnny Lamone,
Exactly, yeah.
hello. So what are we here for today on this case?
Judge, I think we're here to complete the MTR hearing. You had him do a rush tap. And he did that. I think they called him in early. He was supposed to have it yesterday, but they called him in about a week ago on the 10th. And they got it done already. And as in most taps, it's either residential or if you want to consider a less structured modality than intensive outpatient with sober support meetings and monthly UAs.
Just one moment. All right, we're going to go on the record. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 4352, State of Texas versus Johnny Lamone. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank goes to the state.
And Robert Barris for Mr. Limon.
All right, and are you Mr. Lamone?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so on January 5th, you entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 2. The court found it true, and the court ordered a TAP evaluation out of custody for the court to make a decision on whether or not to revoke or continue you. Have both parties received the TAP evaluation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
That's
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Anyone would like to address the TAP evaluation?
Would Judge, if you could swear in Mr. Limon, I'd appreciate it.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Anyone?
All right, Mr. Limon, when you went to the TAP evaluation, they're reporting that you said that you didn't think you had a problem and that you weren't motivated for treatment. Is that true?
Yes, it is true. I wasn't thinking clearly, man, and I don't know, I was just kind of mad about the outcome in court and I don't know, I wasn't thinking right.
Well, let me ask you this. If you're on probation and judge could always send you to prison, but you're still doing drugs, do you think that indicates you do have a problem?
Yes, sir.
And so are you motivated to go to treatment if the judge would do that?
Yes, sir.
And are you requesting the judge to place you in outpatient?
Yes, sir.
And why are you requesting that particularly?
Because I got too much going on out here. I got 3 boys. I got another one on the way, and I have a full-time job in
And tell us again, you told us last time, but where do you work?
Skylights over Texas.
Okay, and I assume that means you install skylights
Yes, sir.
and you're working full-time.
Full-time.
How much are you earning?
An hour,
Yes.
$20 an hour.
Okay. And obviously you'd like to continue that employment to help support your kids. Is
Yes, sir.
there anything else you want the judge to know before she decides what to do?
Last time I was in court, I had to go to DWI classes, and they gave me the same outcome if I was in the fail, but like overall, I did all my classes. I completed the course, and I got my driver's license within doing all that. And if I gotta get treatment, then I'm willing to do that and do what I have to do.
So is what you're saying that telling the judge you've been on DWI probation before and completed it successfully? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't have any further questions, Sean.
Any questions?
Mr. Limon, my name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. If I ask anything that you don't understand, just let me know and I'll raise it, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, are you on GPS right now?
Yes, sir.
And what are the rules of GPS?
To just be at my house arrest, stay home.
Okay. And but you're going to work, you're allowed to do that as part of your GPS, right?
Yes, sir.
But you've had some problems complying with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so,
Your Honor, for the purposes of this hearing, I'm going to have to object. I think Mr. Wilkins is going to try to get into the substance of a violation report, which has come out since our previous hearing and which relates to the bonds for his new cases and not this particular case.
All right, the objection will be overruled.
so we were in court last time on the 5th, right?
I believe so.
And then on the 10th, you had you went somewhere you weren't supposed to go on GPS, is that right?
Yeah.
And so, now though, whatever she ordered, you're gonna be able to comply with?
So that day I don't know, I was mad. I don't know. Just got mad, and I don't know, I just had to feel like I had to get out.
Okay, and while you were on probation for this offense, you picked up a couple of new offenses, right?
Yes, sir.
That seems like the worst thing you can do if you're on probation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no more questions, Judge.
All right, any other questions?
Judge, no questions other, I want to let the court know that probation has confirmed that on the 10th is when he did this type of evaluation appointment. I think the violation report says something about him going to a couple other addresses, which seem to be restaurants.
One is a bar. Is Jamie's place a bar?
Mexican restaurant, and yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the thing. It says in the violation report that you went to Jamie's place or Jaime's place. Is that a bar?
I don't. I didn't stop at no bar. Commerce, that was probably the day I left court. I had to catch the bus home. So I was walking and then I did catch the bus in Commerce.
Okay. All right, and why were you angry when you left the court?
Because my mother and my children really don't let me, she don't bring the kids to where I'm at. And I thought, like, for worse or worse, I was gonna get sent away. And before they're gonna move to Austin, I wanted to see them before they.
Do you think the reason maybe she's not bringing the children to you is because of this drug issue that you have? That's either yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you have to be understanding that maybe somebody is not going to bring their children, whether they're the father or the mother, bring them to them if they're in the struggles of their addiction and they're using. And according to the TAP evaluation, it says your methamphetamine is met as evidenced by his need for markedly increased amounts of the substance to achieve intoxication or desired effect. So this is what's going to happen today. You're going into custody today. Either you're going into custody for treatment or either you're going into custody because I'm going to revoke you. So which would you prefer?
Can you say it again?
I said either you're going into custody because I am going to revoke you, or either I can continue you and we can see if we can get you treatment for your meth addiction.
If I may, Judge, you're stating either inpatient treatment or prison.
Yes, I mean, it's a possession less than a gram case.
So
So it's a state jail felony. And he will be extended. So if you want, I can revoke you and I'll sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Just one moment. Yes, I'll sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Or either you can go into inpatient treatment. And what I can tell you, inpatient treatment is longer than the 18 months. I don't know if you even want treatment because you left court mad because somebody was trying to help you and because,
I do, it just, I didn't like the options I was doing.
well, these are your options. Either you're going to the state jail facility or either you're going to wait in custody to go to safety. Those are your two options. There is no other option for you. So which would you prefer? If you would like, I will revoke you. I will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. You will do your time. You'll be released. When you're released, you'll still have the 2 cases that are remaining. Maybe see what the state will do with those. Or you're going to be waiting for treatment. But either way, you're going into custody today. Which would you prefer?
And for me, getting MTRs, do the other cases get closed? Like, do those?
That depends on the other attorney's negotiation with the state.
And Judge, just to be clear, you're saying safety as opposed to the recommendation of sedative?
Yes. So if you want to sit in the box and think about it, you can sit in the box and think about it.
I wasn't really prepared for that.
All right. If you want to sit in the box and think about it. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I gave you a choice, Mr. Lamont. Your choice is either you can do the 18 months or either you're going to safety. Which do you prefer?
He wants to go to safety. He wants the help.
All right, we're going to go back on the record. I'm sorry, Diana. 2023 CR 4352, State of Texas versus Johnny Limon. And could I have defense counsel announce?
Robert Barons for Mr. Lemon.
And John Coons for Mr. Limon.
Hank Wilkes for the state, Your Honor.
All right, you're Mr. Limon, correct? All right, you are still under oath. So your choice is 18 months or either safety. Which would you prefer?
It's AP.
Hmm?
It's AP.
All right,
And
Then-
Judge,
yes.
just for the record, I'll be filing motions for examining trial. He has some night mags pending that are, I think might go away one way or the other. So we're going to try to expedite that as quickly as possible so that he can get in line for safety as quickly as possible.
Okay, the court will deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include safety, defendant to remain in custody until transfer. And let me see something here. Just 1 second, let me find his MTR. I'm going to extend him for 3 years. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
I need clarification on the few cases.
Oh, the new cases, John is going to look into that and hopefully take care of those. So I know he's going to be on hold until those new cases are resolved.
So they won't be, I just want to make it clear one. They won't even accept the packet if there are outstanding.
Okay, I understand.
Well, I
Thank
think
you.
We'll have an answer in the next couple of minutes.
And Norma, recall this as well for February 1st. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, thank you.
And we keep it working like Uchi the boss. We tryna catch up like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss.